Hey folks, how's it going? Today is a solar eclipse. I want to talk about that for a second. And this is in particular for these folks out here that call themselves flat earthers, right? The flat earth societies and the flat earth organization and whatnot. So today you guys need to step outside and you guys need to check out this phenomenon, not astronomical, but maybe that's how you would say that. This cosmos event in our own solar system. Check it out, okay? Because how can you explain to me, now you probably will say, we're all caught up in a matrix and they can do whatever they want with the sun and the moon. No, they can't. They can't. So for folks that don't know, the sun is 93 million miles away, okay? And it is, we're not going to get into numbers here, but it is extraordinarily much larger than the Earth. Extraordinarily much larger than the moon. So if y'all can explain to me, and this is what they probably would do. So let's use this, see this point here? Let's call that the Earth, and this is the sun. And then the moon's going to come in. So for you flat earthers, those are spheres, right? So it appears that the moon is blocking the sun, but they call that relative distance. And for folks that don't know. So I have a quick sea story for you guys, for my flat earthers. When I was in the Navy, on one of my ships, we were pulling into the port of Sydney, Australia. I'll never forget this because usually on my ship, I am on special navigation detail. So I'm inside the bowels of the ship, you know, using charts and maps and radar and whatnot to navigate to get, because it's called special navigation, to get up into the port. Like this thing that happened with the bridge that the ship hit. Think of that. Think of that kind of phenomenon where we're navigating to get into port. So that day I didn't have duty. So we are coming into port and I went up on the deck, and that just so happens this city's on the east coast of Australia, right? So the sun was rising behind us. We were coming in the morning time, sunrise. So it was quite the shot. So as the sun was rising, right, you can see in the distance, and for us nautical people, out on the water, the horizon is 12 nautical miles, approximately, give or take. So it appears to be flat for my flat earthers. It appears to be flat, but we know better. So for every moment that you move and you're getting closer and closer to the horizon is moving away from you. And so it's this effect, right? It's a curve, right? So here's the effect to help you. And I tried to explain this to a flat earther one day. He tried to kick off a conversation with me, and I said, be aware, I actually am a scientist, so be aware of what you're getting ready to get yourself into. He laughed and I laughed. But anyway, this is what I saw. So my head, let's do it like this. This is even a better example. So you can't see all this. This is the horizon. My ship is coming in this way. So this is how it looked from the deck of the ship. This is how it looked. Forget all this. See my head rising? And it appeared that my head was rising up out of the ocean. But in this case, because the sun was coming up behind us on this side, this is how it looked. This is what I saw. See that point, the blue? That was actually a tower, the tallest structure down in Sydney downtown. I can't remember the name of it. And that's what I saw. So it gave the illusion that it was rising up out of the water. And keep in mind, it still looked flat. It's always going to look flat because you're 12 nautical miles away from the horizon. But that effect will let you know that, in fact, it's a curvature. Does that make sense, flat earthers? But they'll come up with all kinds of reasons to try to explain that phenomenon. And so that day is when I read, not that day, obviously, because I knew better, because I knew that the earth was round. But it just helped emphasize, it helped convince me and others that yes, because when we're out at sea, everything appears to be flat. It just appears to be, but we know better. It's all relative. So for everybody that's getting out there today to check out the solar eclipse, please be careful. Do not look directly into the sun unless you have the proper peepers on. I may not get out there today. Like I said, I've seen eclipses before. In fact, the last one here from the East Coast, 2017, I actually saw that one that day. So unless I'm really pressed, I may walk out on my balcony and see what I can. I'm not going to get any peepers, but I may just see the effect. And the effect that I'm looking for, so you might want to check this out for my other folks out here that are skeptical of what's going on. If you have birds in your neighborhood, listen for the birds. The birds will be chirping away. And as the eclipse is happening, once it goes dark, not once it goes dark, as it starts to get dark, because it'll appear to be like a fast sunset, right? The birds will stop chirping. They'll stop chirping. And then as the eclipse is moving past, the moon it appears to be moving past, right? Remember, this whole phenomena is not only about the moon moving, but it's also about the Earth's rotation. So, for you flat earthers. So anyway, then the birds will start chirping again like it's sunrise. So check that out. Now I may do that. I may just sit out on my deck and just kind of listen as opposed to watching, just listen and then see that effect. Because I haven't done that in the past, but I may do that today. So I hope that was entertaining for you guys and educational. I'll see you guys in another video. Peace.